Hey guys, Sarah here again. It's been a long time since I posted my last video, probably a couple months by now. So winter's gone. We're back into spring. So it's May. It's really nice out. So I just wanted to share a little story about some things I've been kind of going through. It has nothing really to do with the Quesnel area or hiking or anything like that, but over the last couple weeks, especially, I have been dealing with a lot of things. And I think that a lot of people have been, especially over the last year, with this huge new energy shift, with people feeling really on a high or a low, like it doesn't really matter. Everybody kind of feels differently. So I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit of vulnerability with myself. And the reason for this is because I had a little bit of a spark of just some interest and some excitement and some things that have been kind of going on. And, I kind of posted a little thing on Facebook just with my news feed of just, explaining how grateful I am for the people that have been around me, some of the things I've been going through, sharing a little bit of my vulnerable story. And my basic goal out of doing that is trying to help others who may be caught in their darkness to just let them know that they're not really alone. And that's really hard for I think some people to do because us as humans, we are vulnerable. We have anger, we have rage, we have sadness, we have guilt, we have shame, we have all these things, and also we have happiness and we have pride and all the things that make us just humans. So I think a lot of times people don't want to talk about the darker stuff, the mental illnesses, the depressions, the sadness, things like that, because it shows weakness. And I used to think that. I used to be and sometimes I still do. I used to, I still think sometimes, oh, well, no, I can't share that because it's a sign of weakness. It's not strong to be able to share those kinds of things. But over the last few days, well, I guess the last few weeks, I'll go there. I've been definitely feeling some depression, a lot of body issues with just major pain, things like that. I ended up going to the doctor. Long story short, diagnosed me with severe depression, and that was a surprise to me in a lot of ways because I never thought that I would be one of these people who could be depressed. I mean, everybody has anger and everybody has sad days, and I was definitely feeling like a little bit on the low side of things, but to be categorized in the area of severe depression was a little bit of a hit home for me. And with that comes a lot of things like sometimes people don't realize that if they're having a lot of issues with their body, with being in pain or having illnesses, things like that, sometimes it is a lot to do with how your outlook is in life. Are you creating the bad energies? Are you allowing bad energies to come into your body and take over things? Things like that. So I'm a strong believer um, in allowing the good energies to kind of flow through to help heal yourself. Everybody, I believe, that is capable of healing themselves. And on certain levels, I've definitely heard of miracles where people are terminally ill, and they've sought out some sanctuary with meditation or yoga or some kind of deep level of healing, and they were able to heal. So I definitely believe that we're all able to do that. So anyway, so the last couple of weeks have been really hard for me, as I had just explained. And day after day, I was just super angry and not able to allow any kind of healing or happiness into my heart. And as much as my girlfriend had kept telling me, all these things that that she wanted me to hear, and the love and the gratitude and all these things, I couldn't hear it. It was in one ear out the other. Couldn't take it in, no matter what she said or anybody said, how much I was loved, or to look at things differently or anything like that. I just felt like there was this dark cloud hanging over me, and there was, so after I found that out, like I would break down every single day, ask the sky, God, whoever might be listening, um, to give me a hand, to show me some kind of sign, some kind of path, anything to get me out of this hole, because I just felt like I was in a super big hole. And it was really interesting because out of nowhere I met this guy, and this older gentleman, and we had talked about a lot of things in life. He started asking me about my tattoos, and he started asking me about, like, what does that mean to you? Where's your spirituality at? And just like very basic questions of interest. And so we started talking, explaining. And after I told him about where I'm sitting with my levels of like where I where my beliefs are, some of the things that I have been able to do or to see, or taking this journey of like Reiki practicing, things like that, and just kind of where I'm sitting in life. He it was really cool because after all these questions and a little bit of conversation, he came out and said, well, I can do all those things. And I'm just interested because I like meeting people who maybe like me. And he's traveled all over the place, especially to India and Nepal, and helping people and learning. And like he said, I'm always learning, developing. And we got into a really good conversation about some of those things. So that was kind of another eye opener for me. Especially asking for so many weeks that I need help, I need guidance, I need somebody to show me that there's a sign. Then randomly, this guy out of nowhere, who you would never ever like I never expected to be into that kind of thing, was just like this gift, this huge gift for me. I probably spent about an hour talking with this gentleman about certain things, and it was just absolutely amazing. And at the end of it, he did a little bit of a prayer for me, to help lighten my heart out, to help get some of the mess, the chaotic disaster in my head, kind of to ease a little, and to be able to think properly, and have like a clearer direction, especially with healing my own body, and eventually being able to go on and help with others, because I can't heal other people if I myself am sick. So that was one of the main things that I had asked, to be prayed for, I guess. And since then, it's been only a couple days now, but since then I have felt a lot lighter. I have been able to show love, to feel love. I feel a little bit different than what I was feeling before, where I'm able to, um, you know, just feel lighter, I guess is how I can explain it. So that kind of inspired me to maybe talk about that a little. Um, I am rambling on a little bit, but I've definitely heard and seen a lot of people who are going through the same things of just depression and loss. Like a lot of loss has been going on, and I haven't necessarily experienced a lot with loss personally. Um, but I mean, that is a huge, huge shift for people. And, even in people's darkness, like I just wanted to send out the message that you're not alone. And as much as you may feel like you're alone, I've totally felt like that, where I'm like, no one's calling me back, none of my friends are showing up, like everybody's busy, everybody's working, my schedule is different than everybody else's. So I definitely feel, alone when I'm when I'm not working and everybody else is, and things like that. And I think that's just typically normal. Like life is busy, people are busy, and that's just how it is. And I think like sometimes we get into these moods and these downfalls where we feel alone and we feel that everybody's abandoned us and things like that. But like those are things, like those are the struggles that I think as humans we go through. And we just have to keep strong with knowing that we aren't alone, as much as it may seem like it. And if you reach out, there's always going to be someone, hopefully, to grab your hand and help you out. And if you're accepting of it, and that's the biggest thing too, because I wasn't accepting of it until, this guy came out, and basically it was just big smack in the face um, hi, basically. So if you're wanting to accept certain things and taking a look around at your nature and birds and things like that that are coming to you and speaking to you, um, I think it definitely can be mind changing. Um, I have a long way to go, and people who are in this kind of position as well, they definitely know that. And help isn't always accepted in social community, I guess. Basically, when you talk about mental illness or you talk about depressions, things like that, people kind of like, oh, well, what's wrong with you? And it has nothing to do with that. Like sometimes it's just a chemical imbalance. Sometimes it's things that are going on in your life that a lot of people don't even really know about. So, the idea of going and seeking aid is kind of shunned upon, and I think that's complete BS. And I just wanted to kind of send out a message that, if anybody wanted to ever talk, like, and you know where I am, you know who I am, whatever, just give me a message, give me a call, or whatever like that, especially, like friends, family, people who, whatever, like I'm always up for coffee, I'm always up for walks, whatever. So, um, I just kind of wanted to put that out there for somebody else who might be struggling, because I needed it, and I received that kind of help, and I just wanted to put it back out there. as to how grateful I am. And I, I couldn't have had that heart change without that certain person who came down, and it could have been just it was just a gift. So I just wanted to, yeah, send out the message that, again, nobody's alone, and if I can be that voice for somebody or be that inspiration for someone, then I mean that means more to me than anything. So yeah, just wanted to say, everybody, have a good day, have a good week, and I hope to be um, posting a little bit more things about things that are going on in the community, things that are going outside. And now that it is springtime, it's going to be a little bit more busy. So hopefully, I'm going to keep up. I'm going to be trying to keep up with these videos. And trying to, talk about a bunch of different things. Like, today was a little bit about mental health and, a vulnerable story of mine. So, next time it could be about something else. So, anyway, hope you guys keep tuning in. And again, keep strong, keep looking for those signs and those people in your life that are trying to give you a hand. And, as best as you can, if you can accept some of that help, you just got to get past that point. And, hopefully it lightens up your heart a little bit, or, whatever you might be going through. So, just wanted to throw that out there. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for listening. If you do, I could appreciate some really positive comments. And yeah, so have a good one, everyone.